Let's take a look at how easy it is to add and edit events. First, go to your dashboard, then look for the Pro Events section, and let's click on List. This will give us a list view of all the events that we have scheduled. You can see some of the details about your event, including the name, the date it's scheduled for, the times, whether or not it's a recurring event, the category, the status, whether it's approved or not approved, and its expiration date. You can search on any one of these title headings here by clicking on the list. If you have a lot of events, it's sometimes easier to sort to find the event that you're looking for. There's a couple of different ways that you can do that. For example, the first way is you can sort in any one of the column headings. Simply click the heading and it'll sort by that particular category. By clicking on the name heading, it sorts based on alphabetical order. And we can see all of our events here. Another way to sort is by using the top toolbar. For instance, we can go to Category, use the drop-down menu, and choose a category of events that we want to see, in this case service members. Then we click on the Search button, and then it'll organize all of the events that are geared towards service members now in our list view. Once you're in your list view of events, there's different actions you can take about a particular event. For instance, if you look at the icons over to the left, you can edit the event, you can duplicate it so that you can use it again in the future, you can remove the event, you can cancel the event, or you can approve it. If you want to be able to see what events are approved already, just click on the Status heading. This will give us a listing of all the events that are approved and unapproved. It really helps when you need to be able to approve different events to just be able to sort by the status and quickly go to the ones that are not approved. Adding and managing events is easy with our smartly designed back end. Simply fill in the blanks and the system will automatically organize and format the content. When creating an event, it's important to add as many details as possible so that your visitor can find the information they are looking for. Our content management system does guide you through that process of providing all the details. When you're creating an event, there'll be a series of tabs across the top. This will help guide you to the information that you need to include. Select a category where you would like your event organized. Once you choose the category, this is where it will display in the calendar view for the visitors to find.
It's important to note the difference between the facility selector and the featured facility selector. The facility selector will actually give us a sitemap to select our particular garrison and then our particular facility we want to associate this event with. By doing that, it will automatically fill up all the contact information down here, yet we can still edit that and type in something else if necessary. What it will also do, it will populate the event on the events listing within that selected facility. So in this case, Outdoor Recreation selected all these events to go onto this list through the facility selector. And the featured facility is a bit different. Will also give us a sitemap to select our particular facility, but we can select more than one. We can select up to 5 featured facilities, and what that will do, it will actually feature it right beneath the information inside a facility page, just like these over here.
Select a thumbnail image to represent your particular event. Clicking on the thumbnail will take you to all the files in the File Manager. You can choose an image that already exists, or you can upload a new one.
Here in the cost field, you can input any kind of cost for that event. Say it's $40, but we can also have a little bit more options here. Maybe it's $40 for adults and $20 for children. You can even make that into bullet points And we can also add extra information if necessary.
When creating an event, it's important to add event tags. This is helpful when a visitor types in keywords into the search function. They will easily be able to find your event associated with particular keywords. You can add as many keywords as you'd like to. It's easy to add dates to your event. You can specify the date and also the time that your events will be happening. Once you've specified the date and the time of your event, you can determine if it is an all-day event, if it has no end time. You can also make it a recurring event. So if it recurs on every single Wednesday, then you can choose weekly, and that event will display every single Wednesday on your calendar view. You may have an event that'll span across several days. For an example, an outdoor recreation trip may be 3 days. So we've added our first 2 dates in. Let's add the third date of this trip. Go to our calendar. We'll choose that date. Now it shows all the dates of the trip. I'm ignoring the times right now because they are going to be an all-day event. So I'm just going to click on yes to the all-day event to ignore the times that are listed there. I'm next going to say yes to group dates. This allows this event to show up all together. All 3 dates will now appear together. I'm then going to specify my end date in the recurring information. And I'm going to set the recurring to daily. This way, when it appears in our calendar, all the 3 dates associated with this event will show up together, and it'll show that it ends on the 23rd. Providing detailed information about your event is helpful for the visitor so they can determine if they would like to attend your event. The event description should be a short 1-line description about your event. The event description will appear as the short content in the calendar view. The event content is the detailed information that the visitor will see once they click on the event for more information. To then approve the events, go to the check mark, click on it, and it pops up the window to be able to approve your events. Simply change your status to approved by using the drop-down. Put in a publish date. So for instance, you can put in today's date and an expiration date. If you leave the expiration date blank, it'll just expire on the day of the event. By grouping my event dates together and setting my recurring to daily, this event will appear as a 3-day event. When you go to approve this event, just set the end time to the second day of the event so that it no longer appears on the website after that date. It's easy to find a listing of events that are not yet approved. Let's go ahead and use our top menu bar. We'll select the approval category, click on the down arrow, and we'll now select unapproved. Hit our search button, and now we're going to get a listing of all the events that are not yet approved. From here, we can use our action tools to be able to approve the event. Click on the check mark, and it opens up the approval dialog box. From here, you can select approved. Put in a publish date, for instance today's date. That'll be the date that it goes live on the website. You can also choose an expiration date. This date would be the day that you want it to come down from the website, so you no longer want it to be in view. If you leave it blank, it simply will choose the day of the event. To choose an expiration date, simply choose the date that you want the event to be removed from the website. If you leave it blank, it'll just choose the day of the event, and it'll come down at the end of that day. Then just click on Update Status, and your event will be approved.